Grace Mwangi, and I'm representing Asilia, Rekero camp, and my role is a sustainability analyst for Asilia, Kenya. Yes. So today we've won the leading accommodation facility in climate action. Yes. Wow. Rekero has come a long way. It has come a long way, and we have put so many initiatives within the camp just to ensure that we are lowering on our emissions. And a perfect example is our waste management. We've partnered with the Taka Solutions who really help us to recycle all our waste. Currently, we are recycling about 98% of our waste, actually. And then when you go to issues on energy, we are into renewable energy. We are trying as much as possible to be fully solar. We are not there yet, but I would say around 75% of our energy is from solar, and really working hard to be fully solar. Yeah. In terms of water management, again, we've been doing a lot of reusing, ensuring that from the kitchen, and you can always reuse the water that we have there, just to ensure that we are using our resources in a very mindful manner, in a very responsible manner. Yeah, those are some of the things that we are doing, but I must say that it's also very important, like, to also incorporate technology in terms of energy. For example, it's we've been tracking. We are able to track from our phones. You're able to see like how much is our consumption, for instance, and in terms of the solar, in terms of the generator, and you're able to see how is the trend. And from that, we are able definitely to see the areas that we can work on to lower on that. Yeah, I completely agree with you, and it's very important. Like, for you to create impact, you really need to have the numbers. You really need to know how are your emissions, for instance. What are the areas that you're emitting more? And a perfect example, and maybe just to mention at this point, one of the areas that's a pain area currently is actually on our plastics. Yeah, we've really worked on the PET, for instance, but you realize that it's still a struggle, like, to deal with the soft plastics, the hard plastics, and this could be coming from the supply chain. So those are some of the areas that currently we are really focusing on as Asilia. Not only in Rekero but also in our other camps, to ensure that at least we can lower on that kind of waste as much as possible. When you think about food waste, for instance, we've been tracking our food waste per bed night, and we are able to see the trend, comparing us Rekero with other camps that we have. And so with that, having those numbers, then you're able to tell, we need to correct on this food waste. Yeah, so I agree with you. M&E is very critical, and definitely for you to create impact, you definitely have to have those figures. Yeah, I would say it's very important when it comes to climate action. It's very important that you involve every person, from the highest to the least. Yeah, and one of the things that we have had to really work on is to train, like, every person from the askari going all the way to the highest in the organization. And so I would say that bit of getting the buy-in from everyone, it's not easy. It's not very easy, but with constant training, with constant creation of awareness, then we've been able to really work around that. And I'll give a perfect example. We have actually introduced the Ecowarriors. We have the Ecowarriors in our accounts, the sustainability champions. Nice. And so with those ones, then we are able at least to reach even to the staff, Yeah. I would say currently, I think it keeps changing. At some point it was on education, but currently I'm really all for reduced inequalities, and that's why I decided
we are twinning.
We are twinning. Yeah. That's why I decided to go pink today, because I'm all for, let's reduce the inequalities within our country, and even comparing Kenya and other countries. Let's work on the discrimination issues and etc. We all need to give everyone a platform to be who they should be. Yeah.
Thank you for